Hi, I'm Jon Conley, the State Affairs Director for the Alzheimer's Association in the state of Florida, and this is your pre-session rundown for the 2020 legislative session. The 2020 legislative session in Florida starts on January 14th and runs through March 13th. The 60-day session will see a variety of policy issues discussed, but the only responsibility that the 140 members of the House and Senate have is to pass the state budget. So the General Appropriations Act will become a focus later in the 10-week session. In the days before the start of the session, the Capitol is empty. But the Alzheimer's Association Public Policy Team has been hard at work throughout the fall and into the holidays, setting the stage for some important legislation. Thanks to the momentum we have had from the support and newfound emphasis on Alzheimer's and related dementias by Governor Ron DeSantis, we are in an excellent position for the first time in the state of Florida to establish a high-level government position within the executive branch that would help bring Alzheimer's disease and related dementias further into the spotlight. As part of a key initiative aimed at supporting Floridians living with Alzheimer's and their caretakers, Governor DeSantis is requesting that the legislature establish a dementia director position and is seeking funding in his budget request to establish such a position at the Department of Elder Affairs. The Alzheimer's Association is working with Representative Scott Plakin of Longwood and Representative Matt Wilhite of Royal Palm Beach in the House, who are sponsoring House Bill 835 to codify this position into law. By defining the dementia director position and the responsibilities, it will make sure this position is in statute for a long time to come. On the Senate side, Senator Kelly Stargell of Lakeland has filed Senate Bill 1542, which mirrors the governor's request and establishes a single position of dementia director within the Department of Elder Affairs. We are excited about supporting this legislation and look forward to helping it through. In addition to the establishment of the dementia director position, the association is working with the House and Senate to authorize an additional $300,000+ to expand coverage and increase utilization of the association's brain buses. These vehicles are a vital part of our efforts to help Floridians learn more about the disease and help with early diagnosis for populations that may not otherwise have access to quality health care or expertise. We are working with Senator Audrey Gibson of Jacksonville and Representative Scott Plakin to push this appropriation through. As we start the 60-day legislative session, these issues will evolve and new ones will pop up. It's our hope that we can come back to you in a couple of weeks with an updated video and offer some additional insight into where things are. This is a process and one that we cannot be successful navigating alone. We will be asking our ambassadors to assist us throughout session to meet our goals. Speaking of opportunities to engage the legislature, during the week of February 3rd, the Alzheimer's Association will be turning the Capitol in Florida purple. On February 4th, we will be literally doing so, with a lighting ceremony that will see the historic old Capitol illuminated with purple lights. The following day, hundreds of Alzheimer's ambassadors, advocates, caregivers, and those directly impacted by this horrible disease will descend on the Capitol to tell their stories and solicit support for the issues we've discussed today. Rally and Tally, as it's called, will be an exciting day, and we look forward to sharing the sights, the sounds, and the highlights of that event in our next edition. Oh, one more thing. I'd like to give a shout out to our state public policy team who work tirelessly behind the scenes to support our efforts. Evan Holler, Jen Brasted, Jessica Sams, and Michelle Branham, our VP of Public Policy, are the ones who, without, we could not be anywhere near as successful as we are. Cheers, guys, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care, everybody.